Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Team Nimbus here with a deck profile with our boy Russ.
What up, what up?
First place store championship. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I won. I finally got my invite. I got sacked at like every other online regional, so I'm pretty happy that I won it.
All right, what did you earn this invite with?
I earned it with Launch, the 2-in-1 waifu.
Oh, snap. Flippity flop flop, draw, draw, draw. That's how you do it.
That's how we do.
All right, what were your matchups like?
Okay, so round one, I played Green Boo, which is actually a slightly tough matchup because the tokens can swing for lethal, the Boo Negate can swing for lethal, and it can take all my arrival pieces, or most of my arrival pieces, but I play more cards and destroy more of their board before they can do anything really rough. Round two was KP, was probably one of the more grindier games. It's still good. Don't sleep on KP. They play free battle cards and they have energy for like counter plays, Full Fang Fist, the Frieza Death Ball. It's a really tough matchup. Round three and four is Helku, and honestly, I think it's a favorable matchup because on the Awaken side, you can -5 the Unison, and it removes the counter. And if the swing goes through, it's two counters. So they're initially left with one marker after like the first swing.
Full disclosure, one of them was me. I got cut. Ain't even gonna lie.
And if you have this in play, it's literally just one swing, and you just remove the whole Unison.
Fair enough. Speaking of, tell us what you played.
All right, so obviously the engine. You gotta play the 4 Bulmas, the 4 launches, and the 4 TP launches. This is the engine. You have to play this in order to make the deck work. When you combo, you draw a card. When you flip a life using a red skill, which is what all these do, you flip the leader, you draw a card, and then you just continue to combo and just draw more cards. That's literally what you do.
Nice. And then this, you said the TP one helped you out too, right?
The TP helps a lot whenever you can put it in the drop and then bring it out with the dispo, which we'll just go into right now. The dispo is either here for the red and green arrival plays, or the turn one just draw and then bring out the winner TP if you can, just because it's just more combo power into removing their little guys or just swinging into leader when you're on your 5k side, or if you're on your 10k side. It's just a lot more lethal. So going into the arrival plays, and which makes this deck kind of oppressive, is I run a 2-4 split of the Chopabiris and the SSB. You just remove battle cards. You just wait for them. You protect your battle cards or your life just by comboing with all these, and then you just play like free battle cards. In addition, to help you with your arrival plays, you play the Nappa Super combo. You get so much more value with this leader. It's because once you flip and then you play this, it's a draw 1 and it comes into play, and you get but you get a battle card for 1 energy, and you pop something. Something that I thought was really good synergistically was the new from the Vegeta starter deck. It's the Surprise Attack Son Gohan. It's basically a single color arrival, if you can understand that. So you just if you combo 2 red, you can play this for 1. So when you neg a battle card by 10, this practically kills anything. You can kill Gogeta TP, you can kill any of the 30Ks if Dark Broly was still around or Kanji still around. It just helps a lot with bigger battle card removal, especially when they played Helku. When they played the 8-drop, it's just alright, -10 and then pop it with the Beerus for only 2 energy.
So we noticed with red-green, you're not playing Piccolo Eradicator. How come?
The reason why I don't play Piccolo Eradicator, and you actually, also I should say, I never charge green in this deck. The reason why I don't play Piccolo Eradicator is that if your opponent has the answer for the Eradicator, you just lose the game. Because you're tapped out turn 2, if they get rid of the Eradicator, they have a fat hand because you brought them down to 3 or 2. And if they can take out your Eradicator and then they swing with a wide board, and you're playing initially with 2 red energy, because those are your main plays, your negates, your arrival plays. And if you let's say turn 3, you have 2 red, 1 green, and you play Eradicator, and they somehow have an answer to that, now you only have 1 energy to work with. You can't go on the offensive. You just have to wait and hope that you have a negate in hand. And you can't topo because you only have 1 energy after turn 3. And that's the main reason why I don't play the Eradicator. it's a more tempo-based game. You control your opponent while staying aggro at the same time. So let's go into the negates. I do a 2-2-2 split of the blocker negate, the violent raise, and the topo. You just go through your deck so fast that you'll see one of each, and you'll play or charge either one just depending on the deck that you're playing against. So if you're playing against an aggro deck, you'll definitely keep the topos. If you're playing a tall deck, you play the violent raise, and you always just want to keep one in hand just in case your opponent, if you feel like your opponent has a sneaky swing coming in, and even though you negate with the blocker negate and you have a token in play, it's just another swing that you can use to combo with or use it as an attacker, and you combo, it's already 15k. So the token is just good regardless.
Nice.
Now we're gonna go into the free plays. We'll do that later. So you'll build a huge drop fast, and you'll most likely see both of them within your best of one game. You just build your drop from all the arrivals that you do, so you can play this at any time you want to. This procs off your leader's backside or the TP launch or the Gohan. So you'll have a lot of chances to play this. It's a free 15k. I don't know why they didn't ban this, but they should have banned this too, because it was super clutch, just adding more pressure. Also, this is a super sneaky play that I always like to do, is swing combo for like 40 if I can find like a Bulma, and then you slap on a double strike. Now you're hitting for you're hitting for 4 at most value. And it's usually what you go for lethal, but with this deck you can always hit for more than just 2 life. I only run one of, mainly because it's a 1 cost 10k, and if you see both in hand, it's really dead. So you only really play it once, and seeing only one or having only one, I mean, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, that's cool. It'll proc off the Champabiris or the 5-drop Gogeta, and it's just free swings. You'll always be higher than 15 just because you're always gonna combo with it. Combo with the leader effect with your Bulmas or your Nappas. We'll go into the Unison package, obviously for the Piccolo, the secret rare, and we'll do 4 Yamchas. You just play. It's one of the best red unisons that you play. This is still really good at 1. You're gonna see it in launch just because you draw so much, and it's just the Yamchas is just another battle card that you play. Even though you're tapped out turn 2, you can still defend your life. You probably won't be able to defend Unison, but if they play anything, it's just another free battle card.
So what made you decide to go with the Unison package? A lot of people are saying not to play Unisons in launch.
It's always just been good from the way we tested it when you told me just go mono red and see how it does, and I don't know, it's also the extra draw. You just have a fat hand size. You'll always have more than 12 at any given point in the game. It's another swing. It's also good against Hatch because I hate Hatch, and it's just another swing that you get to use, and you're always going. Every time you swing with this deck, you're always going for more than 20k just because of all the comboing that you can do in this deck.
All the flippity flop, draw.
Flop, draw. And then these are the 2 tech cards that I decided to play. I do 2 of the Exploiting Weakness and 2 of the Decoys. You can just combo this out at any time and you still get value because you draw. Even though you don't use it, it's just another way to combo draw. This actually helped versus the Helku matchup because if you let them sit long enough, they'll develop a wide board, and this is just a great answer to it. I also wanted to play this against KP if it didn't get banned, but then thank God we were playing with the ban list early, so we didn't get to see any KPs. But you never played against KP because you'll never live to see or play it, regardless. Against other decks, maybe theoretically, if you can play it against Gogeta Xeno just because they go so wide, you can play it against KP just because they don't have that barrier blocker spam anymore. They just have that one. So it's this did come clutch versus KP when I played against it. So yeah, that's basically the deck.
So is there anything you would change?
If you notice, there's no SCR, and it's only because I left it in my Gogeta Xeno deck. And the SCR would have been Heroine's Lineage, and that would have been in the deck.
Okay, that's nice. You got any last minute shoutouts for this? I mean, this is looking pretty good. Post ban list. It's the day of the tournament was the ban list morning, so it's all last minute, but seemed to work out pretty well.
What I would change, I was scared of the blue matchup, but because I knew most of us knew who was playing at King Fandom, it was just, okay, so there's not a lot of blue players and I can probably dodge one. But if I were playing against blue, I would tech into Broly Crowns, just so you can get rid of the Prospect, get rid of the God Seal, because that does hurt the deck. Even though you're just playing one energy for an arrival, it's just one energy that you can't use to Topo or to Violent Rays or to, I don't know, do other arrival plays that you want to do or extend your plays. So yeah, I would add 2 Broly Crowns or 2 Raditz the Oppressor just because I hate blue, and blue is such a terrible matchup versus red.
Alright, cool. Any last minute shoutouts?
Shoutouts to Team Nimbus, that's the team. Glad we took it. Shoutouts to King Fandom, the sponsors, for letting us play, giving us good deals on cards. I mean, to be honest, they do give good deals in general, so if you want to come and get your product, your Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, you come to King Fandom in Van Nuys. Shoutouts to Cheyenne, the captain who's holding the camera, because he was the one who told me, build mono red, it's good. Don't worry about charging green, and I was so hesitant for like a month or two, and then I built it and I'm like, this deck is actually pretty gas.
Yeah, before the ban list, he even played the Goku that burned for life and got me like 5 times. It's
yeah. I had to take that out just because there was just not enough space in this deck. But yeah, that's the deck.
Alright, sweet. Thanks, man.